Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz. It is January 23, 2017 at 1 minute till 8 p.m. I know because it just changed. But in a nutshell, what happened today at the White House and a more accurate count on the bikers. Big. I'm surprised. I was pleasantly surprised with it. All monies going overseas, regardless the reason, frozen, effective immediately. And this was done 10 minutes after he was sworn in. He had a list of things already written out, what to do, and they would take place automatically 10 minutes after he's sworn in. And already signed, sealed, and delivered. And, well, and I'm sorry, Mad Dog, Mattis, this morning, actually over the weekend, it started Friday right after swearing in. 31 targets hit, all ISIS, and even 2 underground ammo factories. And there are 4 targets in Iraq, the rest of them in Syria, and they're gone. I mean, he hit the heavy ones. And bikers. Chris Cox, the guy that started this, and kind of called the wall of meat. And when they asked what that was, same thing as I described you with Honor Guard when we went on a ride to keep the church out of Kansas from trying to disrupt a funeral. And it's something Westboro Baptist Church. And we're shoulder to shoulder to those who are lined up to try to disrupt. You know, we match them shoulder to shoulder. And so the number of them was at a minimum 150 to 200,000 bikers. And the number of them was probably considerably higher. Somebody said 400,000 plus. And I believe that because I saw multiple pictures on different highways. Now, these aren't the same road coming into one town. You're talking about highways coming from the east, and you're talking about highways coming from the west. They did come as far as LA, after all, and Arizona, and of course, you know, lower Florida, Alabama, and further on out to the northwest. And the big numbers came out of Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and places in that area. These are really where the numbers came from. And there is 6.5 million bikers just known in this country, not bikes. I'm talking about just bikers. These are clubs. And if you count the bikers, it'll be 5 times that number. Easy. Okay. Trump swearing in. When he put his left hand on the Bible, he spread his fingers out. That indicates or denotes what it's saying is 5 pebbles, the same 5 that slew the giants David went after. He carried 5. They asked him why he had 5. He said, well, there's 5 of them over there. And the other, when he swore in, he made sure that his hand was up in a manner like so. You don't want 2 fingers above 3. That's the Antichrist. That's he holds the power. 3 fingers over 2. Christ holds the power. Donald Trump had his hand up like that if you go back and look at it. And so Trump all the way, use the same, he may be the only president that was ever sworn in having these things in mind. And believe me, I mean, he wants to do it God's way. God put him here to do it his way. And God will be talking to him daily. He will be getting a download daily. And Donald Trump went to church this morning. Before work, he went to church. He sat down at the desk. He signed 3 more. Number 1, he signed the TPP. This is the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That's over. It is gone. It is done. Forget it. It's not there anymore. And this gave a lot more industry to those partners than it did us. They were scooping them up. And we're talking about Thailand, Japan, right on around to China. They're scooping them up in South Korea. In other words, that's where a lot of our business manufacturers going, and having them to make things for us. Well, that's gone. That's gone. It's no longer in effect. He also bans all monies going to the keyword Mexico. Hadn't got anything to do with the country. Keyword is Mexico. And it is a code name. It is money sent around the world to countries to pay for girls to have abortions. That money off the table, no more. It will never come back. I say never. It may after 8 years, but it's gone now. So Trump already took a step to end abortion. And you know God's got to be happy with that. Look, nobody can hurt this man. He's doing the things that God asked him to do up front. And I'm blown away by the fact that he's doing those very things that God required of him. Already, he's doing it first. Already started on the health care. And also McCain and Lindsey Graham, they're on board with Trump today. Searles, I will take Trump down. And I paid for hundreds of protest groups of women around this world, and I paid each woman $200 per day they protest. And if they commit a violence, then they get more. Searles said that, guys. Not only that, Searles, America, the United States, does not belong to you, Americans. The United States belongs to the New World Order. We say, hell no. Trump says, hell no. Searles is going to make his go to destroy Trump and then do what I said he would do. Remember when I said, excuse me, Hillary Clinton would hand it over to the United Nations on a silver platter. And who's above the New World Order? Illuminati. And Illuminati, believe it or not, are footing the bill on a lot of these things that George Soros are doing. But he's just got the meanness in him to do all he can do to hurt. And he's Jewish, by the way. I just pray that he'll change. I no longer want to pop him upside the head. But he's so old, he'll be over anyway. Okay, that's what I have right now. And I'm tickled. All federal government hiring. The federal government has made it through Obama a normal thing to hire so many people per month. This is what Obama has been saying all along. Yeah, we've hired this many people. He's right. He's hired. It's not the country's business is getting better and this many people got jobs. He hired this many people. Freeze. No more federal employees coming in. We got too many already. Trump is going to change all that. So that's what's going on right now. For our very first day, boy, this man took down mountains already. And NAFTA, they're going to scrap it and redraw it. And it was going to make it absolutely the strongest nation, the most people, they're going to get the biggest piece of that pie. It does not work that way right now. You get Mexico getting more than we are. And I can't speak for Canada. I don't know how much they get. But Canada is so quiet and so neutral. They're almost like Switzerland, in my opinion. And but they're also like England's child, you know. And anyway, Trump made a hell of a dent on the first day. And first day is 10 minutes after swearing in, and he has worked the entire weekend nonstop. And I'm just thrilled. I am thrilled. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost left out the best. I was saving the best for last. Trump made a $50 trillion decision today. 50 trillion. He said that is the untapped oil wells, oil reserve, fracking in the shale. Untapped. These are untapped. We know it's there, but it's not being searched for. 50 trillion. And I told you that we had more oil than other countries combined, except Israel. And we do. And but $50 trillion, he said he will get that out of the ground in 7 years. Our debt will be paid off. And to add to that, that's not including coal, and that's not including the wells that are underway today and they're already pumping. There's another, at a minimum, 50 to 100 trillion there. So these numbers that I said would be 100 trillion over 20 years are going to be 100 trillion in half that time. Guys, this country is going to be completely out of debt in 8 years. And everybody that's able will have a job somewhere. Praise God. I'm glad Trump is coming out and he's doing just what he said he would do. And he's doing a hell of a job at it. Jody with Expoz.